A massive fire has broken out at New Market, one of the oldest markets in Kolkata. 12 fire tenders have rushed to the spot. Manogya Loiwal is now joining us with the latest details. Manogya, what can you see around you? How did the fire start? Any news of that?
Maha, it's one of the most crowded markets of Kolkata and one of the oldest markets also. There are more than 20 fire tenders that are now trying to douse the fire in this region. It is also one of the fish markets that have been operational in this market. We understand that being a Monday and of course one of the busiest days of the week, the number of people here was huge and humongous. And as far as the fire tenders are concerned, they're finding it extremely difficult to make way into this region. Understanding that this is one of the most crowded places and also a lot of parking area. There is a parkomat nearby and of course the number of people that are always here during the shopping days, despite being the summer season, and of course when the summer holidays have set in, so a lot of families are out shopping today. That makes it even more difficult and even more crowded for the fire tenders, and of course the dingy lanes that are here in the region. That is what makes making even it difficult for the fire tenders to move into the region.
Shocking state of affairs there, because this person whose shop has been gutted in New Market says that the fire tenders approached the site of the fire, but there was not enough water that they were carrying, and therefore the rescue efforts took a hit, and for half an hour they could not douse the fire because of lack of water in the engines that the fire tenders that had reached the spot. Manogya tells us about 20 fire tenders had reached that area. Manogya is still with us on the phone line. Manogya, you were pointing out that this area is pretty crowded. Does that increase the fear of people getting injured in this accident today, in this fire?
Well, there would be extreme and of course huge property loss that is expected to take place, being one of the crowded, one of the most old, and of course keeping in mind that it is a very narrowly located area. So this makes even the transportation and vehicular movement in this region even more difficult. We have to understand that New Market is one of the heart of the city, most crowded areas, being a Monday, a working day, and of course summer holidays being set in. It is one of the shopping seasons for the people here, but what is making it even more difficult is that during these operations that are being conducted by these water tenders and fire tenders that are arriving there, not enough quantity of water is what is drawing the ire of people, is drawing the annoyance of people, and of course they're complaining about the basic facilities not being present. We also tried to reach the Fire and Protection Services Minister here, Javed Khan, but his phone was continuously engaged. But the reality is that despite the fire tenders that have rushed in, in case they are not traveling and carrying the quantum of water required, it makes actually no sense, because the number of fire tenders would not decide the quantum of fire can be doused.
Yes, pathetic state of affairs as far as emergency response is concerned. There are people angry over the fact that the fire tenders did not carry enough water to douse that fire in New Market, one of the most crowded markets in Kolkata. Manogya getting us all the details from there.